and welcome to Services Classes. My name is Ashmita, and in today's class, we are going to solve questions based on reading comprehension passages. Now, over here, you can see the passage on your screen. These kind of questions do come in the English proficiency examinations. So you need to practice these kind of questions daily. Otherwise, it's quite difficult for you to understand these kind of tough like passages. So do follow our class every day so that you can just practice, and also you can get the facilities of mock tests and other courses facilities and solve study materials and previous years question papers. We're going to solve it if you just enroll in our classes. So if you want to get all these guidance of our expert teachers, you can definitely join our classes through www.solvesysclasses.com, or you can just or you can just call us at the number which is provided in the description box below this video. And do hurry up because we are offering crash course facilities, scholarship facilities, mock test facilities, and also worksheets after every. That was all about our classes. Let's come back to the discussion of the passage. Reading the passage to follow it, that is, first of all, 5 to 10 questions are following this particular paragraph to let's read it. To set down such choice experiences that my own writings may inspire me, and at last I may make wholes of parts. Okay. Certainly, it is a distinct profession to rescue from oblivion and to fix the sentiments and thoughts which visit all men more or less generally, that the contemplation of the unfinished picture may suggest its harmonious completion. All right. Associate reverently and as much as you can with your loftiest thoughts. Each thought that is welcomed and recorded is a nest egg, by the side of which more will be laid. Thoughts accidentally thrown together become a frame in which more may be developed and exhibited. Perhaps this is the main value of the habit of writing, of keeping a journal, so that we remember our best hours and stimulate ourselves. My thoughts are my company. They have a certain individuality and separate existence, a personality. Having by chance recorded a few disconnected thoughts and then brought them into juxtaposition, they suggest a whole new field in which it was possible to labor and to think. Thought beget thought. So you see over here, the entire passage is trying to talk about the benefits of writing, how the narrator is getting the ideas of writing through part by part, through like thought by thought. He or she is developing the entire masterpiece, whatever he or she is creating. So through parts you make the whole, and through loftiest thoughts you make the entire idea or the plan. So this is what the passage is trying to say. The main plot is this only. Let us go over to the questions that is following it. The purpose of this passage is. Now, the purpose of this passage is to herald the writing of thoughts. Okay. Now, this entire passage is basically devoted to the writing or journaling of thoughts in order to associate reverently and as much as you can with your loftiest thoughts, right? So, choice D is the correct one. Choice D is the best option over here. Now, moving over to number 6. Now, during the course of the passage, the author. Okay, so what is the author trying to say throughout the course of the passage? Now, the author is basically trying to provide a rationale for his writing as stimulating thought. Okay, now the choice. Uh, First of all, you see, among all the choices, choice B also is a good match for it. Okay, but a close reading of the passage, if we do once again, it will reveal that the journal is the extension of thinking. Okay, and it serves as a catalyst to foster more thinking upon reflection of the thoughts which were previously written. So, choice A would be the best one that would best sum up the passage, you see. That would best sum up the passage in which the author, in writing, thinks first, then records it, then reflects about it, which will obviously serve as like thought begets thought. Okay, so all the processes are involved one by one. So that's it. Option number A is your correct answer. Moving over to number 7. Now, in line number 2, to what does the author wish to rescue from oblivion? So, what is the author talking about rescuing from oblivion? Now, the author is saying that the opportunity to write thoughts which may finalize the completion of thought is the thing which will rescue him from oblivion. Okay, so number B is a good one. I would go with number B. Now, choice B is the best selection according to me, but this answer must be worked from the actual line which is given through the passage to make it complete. Okay. Now, the actual rescue is the saving of the distinct profession. Like this profession is like getting diminished. So we can say we have to save this distinct profession of writing. That distinct profession is the experience of writing on of own writings. Okay, now, this profession of writing allows the author to finalize or complete the thoughts, to make a connection, and also to make a sense in overall. Okay, that is what he or she is producing in his or her writing. So, obviously, number B would be the correct answer. Moving over to number 8 question. Number 8 question says the term nest egg in line number 5 is a metaphor for. Let's find out the line first. Otherwise, it's quite difficult for us to indicate what does this mean. Nest egg in line number 5. Okay, this one. Yeah, found it. Nest egg in line number 5. So what does this mean? Okay, they have asked us what does this mean. Now, this means it's a reserved treasure one can rely upon as needed. All right. Now, why? Because the term nest egg refers to egg. The term nest egg refers to egg, generally chicken, that has yet to be gathered from the hen house. And as such, it is an asset for future use, right? So, any asset which is reserved for future use, like a savings account, is commonly referred to as a nest egg. And in this case, the author considers each thought that is recorded as an asset is reserved or it is kept for future use. So every thought in the mind of the author is basically reserved as an asset, as a nest egg. So this option number D would be the correct choice for nest egg. Now let's move over to the next question, question number 9. The author suggests that the main reason to journal is. Now, the main reason to journal is to enable us to recall our finest moments and cause us to rejuvenate. Now, journal means, first of all, noting it down properly, orderly, in a chronological way. All right. So the first choice will definitely go because the author states that perhaps the main value is so that we can just remember our best hours and stimulate ourselves. It's very much necessary for us to chronologically write down what is necessary, when it is necessary, when it's to be done. So everything in a proper order wise, we can say. So that's why obviously number A will be the best option. Now let's move over to the next question. Now this is last question for today's class. Line number 10, thought beget thought. Now this was the last line, okay? Last line and last it ended the paragraph. So thought beget thought. What does this mean? Now, thought beget thought. Let me check the options. Yes, number D is a good one. That the process of thinking initiates other thoughts, which in return will foster still other thoughts. Okay, so process of thinking will actually start the process of thinking. Okay, and this process of thinking will in return again like make us like think a lot. So the process goes on, and thus this will help us in getting ideas, and which can be like formulated into a piece of work or writing. So number D would be the correct option over here. Now, thought beget thought. Now, this simply suggests that thinking about something makes or stimulates additional thoughts, okay, like as questions, or it also arouses our interests as a result of thinking about the original subject, of course. So, this is much akin to looking up a word in the dictionary only to find that you want to look up another word, obviously, right? Whenever we find one word in the dictionary, it immediately makes us like addicted to finding other words also. Like in the same way, if we start having one spoon of our favorite food, we will obviously take up more and more spoons of that favorite food. So that is what is being applied over here. If we start thinking about writing something, other thoughts will definitely crop up from inside our brain, and this process will continue. So this is how option number D is relating to thought beget thought. All right. So that's it for today's class. We are going to meet once again in our other classes with more such discussions. And if you want to practice with us, you need to join our classes through the link which is given in the description box below this video. Or you can also call us and enroll yourselves directly through a phone call. And let me tell you, here we teach for all kinds of competitive examinations and all kinds of entrance examinations. So whichever examination you are preparing for, any kind of English proficiency examinations, you can definitely join our classes to get all the guidance. That's it for today's class. We're going to meet once again in our next classes.